Man, this is simply sensational. I already brought here a few years ago, a long time ago, some mods that transformed Skyrim kind of in Dark Souls, in combat, gameplay, and such. I tried, but this here was something that I saw that is at another level. They simply recreated the map of Dark Souls 1 within Skyrim, the whole map. I dare to say that I think 90% or 80% of the map there is completely explorable of Dark Souls 1 within Skyrim, and that's what I want to show you, because this here makes a sincere smile there, me walking, exploring. I found it very cool. The creator of this mod is Rudolf Sergey, and I'll leave the links there if you want to install it in your Skyrim version, and I'll just give a brief tutorial for the fact that I got lost a long time ago because I didn't install mods, and the guy doesn't teach anything about how to install his own mod. He starts from the principle that you already know how to install mods, right? But basically you're going to download a zip, you're going to download that mod manager there, which is the NMM, and you're going to select your Skyrim folder, and you're going to ask to load the zip and wait to install it. Once that's done, you're going to open Skyrim, and you're going to have an additional location on your map near Whiterun, where you're going to find a honeywifu there, and you're going to be able to teleport to Lordran. Man, I'll say that the first thing here in this business that caught my attention, like, I don't know, Serelepe, was that they adapted Lordran's own map into Skyrim. So it's like Lordran now has an open world map inside Dark Souls, right? With everything there located and right, for you to teleport and do fast travel if you need to. What, man, I thought it was really cool, right? With that map style of Skyrim itself, but representing Lordran. Phenomenal, very cool this map there that they made, okay. It's the first high point there. Well, then we go to Undead Asylum, right? Which is the first area of the map there. It already has several areas released, and Undead Asylum is simply the faithful replica here. One thing you are noticing is that there are no animals. Yeah, I don't know if the developer has the intention of adding monsters and etc., or if it's just to do a tour inside Skyrim, in relation to the Dark Souls mods, because you don't think so, but you think, for example, shiny things that work as chests where you can loot, right? There are some areas where there are items in the Dark Souls or chests, that he put there, put some items inside for you to get, okay. But there are no enemies, there are, like, bosses, NPCs that are just a static mold. Can't talk to them or anything. I don't know if it's the developer's intention to do this in the future. It would be cool to really have the Dark Souls one by one there, inside Skyrim, with the position of the enemies, or, I don't know, that they are enemies, that they are imitations, as there is one here that they did. So, like, it would be really cool, right? But we have there the first Undead Asylum, being beautifully explorable there, okay. Just like it is in Dark Souls. And in the end, it's obvious, right? That we have the crow there, where we can lean on it and we will be taken, yes, to Firelink Shrine. A beautiful detail that he put the music of Firelink Shrine here so you already get to feel at home. As I said, there is no NPC here, but there are some representations like the crow-like Frampt there, or that you can go to King of the First Flame, but man, it's beautiful too. Firelink Shrine, just like, right? And you can go to literally any camp. There is one area or another there that he says is still in development, but I walked very freely on this map. I found almost everything, right? Deadberg, that is phenomenal there. Totally well done. There is that area of the Dragon Bridge too, where there is actually a dragon there in the same position. You can attack this dragon that he gets very buggy. He keeps traveling through the map, crossing the walls, but the cool thing is that he landed at least with me there in the same dragon's place, right? In the same wyvern of Dark Souls, and he blew fire just like crazy. It was just like, I felt very much in the Soul vibe, only the death to the fire was missing, but I put it in the face there on the stairs, so I didn't die. But man, wonderful, right? We have the area of the blacksmith, although we don't have the blacksmith. In fact, we have Darkroot Garden, right? The garden with a Titanite demon that he put there, which is just a statue also to represent. There is also the representation 100% there of Sinfit, where you can walk, you leave, etc. Just don't have the traps of Sinfortress there, but you can walk to Sin Fortress normally if you want. Of course there is also Blighttown, and here running at 60 FPS, and I managed to die in Blighttown even without enemies. I think it's the curse of this map here, right? But Blighttown was also very cool. The only difference of Blighttown is that I thought the color was very bluish like that, right? I don't know, the bottom part didn't look like Blighttown much, but man, the map was all identical, right? And obviously we also have one of the best Dark Souls maps, but to access it, you know, you have to go down all those roots of the tree, and wow, it was complicated. I even activated the God mode here of Skyrim to go down and see what was down there, because I died a lot of times here. And of course, we do have here Ash Lake, one of the most beautiful Dark Souls 1 maps. Even the song of Ash Lake is here. Crazy. When I got here and played the song, I said, bro, how cool. It was really cool to see this being in the experience of Skyrim. There's Hydra as a statue, there's the dragon himself at the end, you just can't take his tail off. And there's Ash Lake, beautiful, well represented. Ash Lake has an area of the map that is part of Ash Lake. So he creates another map for Ash Lake, which is kind of complicated to get out of there, but man, phenomenal too, very cool.